Like and subscribe for good coin flip luck. Welcome back to the channel, little flexers. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is JW CRE, aka Flex Daddy, and this is the best place to be to learn about the Pokemon TCG. Now, today we have a fan favorite Friday deck. Every single Friday, I play a deck as chosen by you, the fans. And today's submission comes from Jalafarig, who says, fan favorite Friday, Cramorant with Dive, power up with Articuno and Belt. You can hit for a bunch of damage and be invincible, then throw in some Inteleon and some other things and have a good time. Okay, so this is the deck that I have created from this idea. It features the Cramorant that can be invincible forever. Okay, Dive, flip a coin if heads during your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon. So that's a 50-50 chance to be invincible. And we can improve those odds just a bit with some Glimmies. So I got the Glimwood Tangle Stadium, a meme deck favorite. Allows you to reflip your coins once per turn during your attacks. So we technically now, if we have a Glimmy down and we use Dive, we have a 75% chance of being immune from opponent's attacks. Pretty cool. The opponent can get around this in a couple ways. They can go Escape Rope, they can play Pokemon Catcher, they can play Boss, something like that. But for the most part, the decks that we play don't play a ton of those cards. So we're going to have a really good time against decks like that. Also have Articunos. Now, the ice symbol ability is going to allow our Cramorants to do a little bit of boosted damage. 10 more damage for each Articuno that we have in play. Additionally, we have a couple more damage modifiers. The Inteleon with the quick shooting allows us every turn to put 2 damage counters on one of our opponent's Pokemon. And the less stable, but more easily able to get into play, the Radiant Blastoise with the pump shot ability, kind of similar to the Inteleon, but you have the discard of water energy and you can only put damage on your opponent's benched Pokemon. So that's the difference there. But we're going to try to leverage the Radiant Blastoise and the Inteleon and the Articuno along with the Cramorant to fill our opponent's board with damage, take the knockouts that we need, because Cramorant is just, it's going to be a slog for some of these V-Star decks. So that is the list, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. It's down in the description below. This one's super fun. Really can't recommend it enough. By the way, this is going to be my last favorite Friday until Worlds, so we're taking a break off because I'm actually going to be in London next week. So no fan favorite Friday next week, just so you know. Let's enjoy this one. I'll be back in a couple of weeks. Let's get into the video. Okay, not the greatest turn one, but then again, my opponent did also start a Crobat, so might be playing against something that we could abuse here. I'm thinking like an Ice Rider deck, maybe an Eternatus deck, a Darkrai deck probably. Honestly, they've discarded a research. Yeah, we do see a Darkrai. Okay, there are strats here. We do have strats. We do have plays. Not many good ones, mind you, but we do have some options. As long as we, flip heads. I will be preparing for the Pokemon World Championships here in London. So that's really exciting. I mean, I haven't packed yet. It's Thursday. Haven't packed yet. Need to get on that. I'm a little tardy in my preparation. But I have a system in place in my head for like getting everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to write everything down. And then I'm going to, oh, they got the training cord, huh? I'm going to write everything down that I put in my suitcase, and then I'm going to pack it immediately. And then if I do that, then I will know what I have and I'll know what I've packed, and there will be no ambiguity. And I'll be able to just have a couple days in case I forget, my charger, or in case I forget my special pants, then I can get that stuff. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's how it goes in my brain. And then like, I always get punished for doing these kinds of things, right? Where, I guess we get the Irida, don't we? Because then we can get a couple other things. Yeah. Because we need like 2 Crammies. I think 2 Crams make the most sense. Okay, let's go Irida. Irida. Let's get the special boy. Yeah. Let's get a quick ball. Yeah. All right. So, since we have the energy retrievals in hand, let's go quick ball. Away the water. Let's get another Cram. And put him down. Put him down. A big old retreat into the special boy. And give me a Sobble. I mean, this is looking okay. Could be worse. Could be much worse. I'm not going to attach the Choice Belt because they're going to probably come up and attack with the Galarian Moltres. So I would rather put more meaningful damage on the Moltres. You know, dive. We're going to get heads here. So that's cool. Dang it. But speaking of like planning really well that went awry, I had this app on my computer. I'm so mad. I must have either deleted the file or it didn't save properly. But I had this app called Obsidian, and I was like, "Oh, this is my my new kind of homemaking like process where I have a local file that I just have all of my passwords and my child's social security number and my wife's social security number. So if I have questions on that, then I don't have to pull out the big green box that's literally it's sitting on my floor because this is how I do things where it's like I never put the stuff back. It just stays here and it's just been sitting here. But then I was like, okay, I could have all that info written down somewhere so that I don't have to bring out the big green box, open it up, the file folder box. Anyway, it got deleted. And then I'm like, okay, well, it reinforces my thoughts that I should never, again, try to organize. And I should just live as I have been. Just kind of piecemeal. That's my thoughts anyway, man. Okay, what do we got going on here? They got to switch into the Moltres, into the Darkrai, into the Attach, into the Galarian Moltres. That will be annoying. Is this deck legit? I mean, this looks pretty good. 240? Say less. All right, Cramorant. Also, huge top deck for us. Let's go Choicey. Attachy. Evolvey. And we'll go... I mean, it's got to be Cynthia's, right? That's just like a draw 7 and we get to keep the energy retrieval. So let's do this. Very good. That is good. This is good. Blastoise. We could get an extra 20 damage down. I'm gonna keep the Stoice as a bit of a like, secret. You know what I'm saying? Let's just try to do as much damage to this Darkrai as we can. I'm gonna save the Scoop Up Net as well. We missed the Glimmy, but it's cool because we're gonna flip heads. So like, I really couldn't be bothered. Do we want to scoop up the Drizzile is a good question. Does it hurt us to lose out on the Inteleon next turn? They might boss up the Inteleon, so actually I am going to scoop it up. And that gives us a Drizzile to get the stadium for next turn. Okay. And then, I mean, we're going to hit heads anyway. With 60 damage here. It's pretty good. I just wanted to save the Choice Belt, dude. Come on. Okay. I do feel good about this matchup. I think we can win it. I don't know how many boss they play. They're already down 1. Maybe they make a silly plan like boss the Articuno or something. I don't know, man. But jeez, dude, just give me 1 heads. We're already 0 for 2. 240 again. Okay. Dang it. You hate to see it too, because they're like down a switch. Like they probably don't play too many. Are they down a stadium as well? They're down a stadium. Like, let's just get some of this stuff out, man. All right. Cram. Now's your time. I need to save a spot. Save me a seat. This we just go for the stadium. I mean, that just is what it is. I think at this point we just have to suck it up. Let's take 1 back. Play the Glimmy. Give me an Irida. Give me a second one. Give me a... We have a Quick Ball in hand. So what if we just we take the Choice Belt, I think? Yeah, I think that makes the most sense, doesn't it? Go here. Go here. We'll go here. Is it Articuno or Blastoise? Because we could get a Blastoise here and start to pop off. Okay, I'm going to go Blastoise. Let's feature the Radiant Blastoise a little bit. Let's go Pump Shot. I'm going to just whittle this one down. Let's go Energy Retrieval. I used it a bit too early, granted. Quick Shot. The active, I suppose. And then give me a dive for 60. Give me a dive. Thank you. Thank you. I was about to lose my frickin' mind. If we would have flipped tails again. The best laid plans of mice and men. Am I right? Speaking of classic literature, I was watching... Dude, I stayed up... Don't tell my wife. I stayed up till 2:30 last night watching this TikTok account that I found yesterday. It was a TikTok account. It's called Moon's Rare Books. Oh, that's actually gross. That is gross. So we can do not quite enough, but so we're doing 60. Okay, so we put everything on the active here. I don't think I can get rid of this energy because we need it if this Cramorant flips 2 tails. But we'll go ahead and dive. See what happens. Heads. No. Yes. Yes. But it's called Moon's Rare Books. And this guy in Provo, Utah is like a bibliophile. And he has amassed this collection of insane items, like book items. Tolkien, I think, is one of his favorite authors. So he's like a bunch of this Lord of the Rings stuff. Dude's insane. You should check it out for sure. Oh, another whiff Dark Pulse. But I was just like flipping through TikToks. Like the guy is like actually just unbelievable. So there we go. There's a knockout. Easy. Easiest knockout of all time. Level Ball. Sure. Incense. Sure. Actually, Incense doesn't do anything for us. Level Ball kind of doesn't do anything for us either. So I think I'll just like immediately play those cards. I guess they could be discard fodder for Quick Ball. So let's see about that. What do you bring up here if you're the opponent? Probably the Galarian Moltres. But that's kind of a funny one. Oh, the Galarian Moltres V. That's great for us. Okay, very cool. Let's go Level Ball. We'll take out the last Sobble. Okay, we do not have it. No worries. We can go Quick Shooting. I don't know how the math works out. I'll just go to the active. That's fine. I always take out the threat. And then we will Pump Shot. The bench Crobbit. I mean, things are looking really good for us. We can attach just in case they have like a Marnie or something. Do we need to? No, we'll hold it. That gives us most options, and then we'll dive. And Tails. Would I like to flip again? Yes, I would. Tails. Okay, so we are going to lose this Cramorant. That sucks. That does suck. And they can do it in a number of ways, right? They can retreat. I think if I were the opponent, I would actually be retreating into this Galarian Moltres. Try to force me to take 7 prizes. So we'll see if that's what they decide to do. They could also go into the Darkrai. That just has more HP. So that might be another good option for them. If they attack with this Moltres, this active Moltres, which they're powering up, that's probably the worst of them all. If I had to, just, state, they're going to boss up. Oh no, that's great for us, I think. Yeah, that's really good. They wasted a boss. How many bosses they have left? They can't have that many. That's really, really good for us. Okay. We need more energy. We need more energy. Let's Evo Incense just to play it. We just need those water energy, man. We're doing 60. Okay. I think we quick shoot the active. I think we go dive. And then that way, if they attack again, they knock themselves out. Yeah, that seems good. And then on the next turn, if they don't have another boss, and they retreat the Moltres to the bench, then we can snipe it with the Inteleon and then hit them with the Blastoise. So that's the plan. We'll see here. They are in dire straits. And this is looking like a good first game here on Fan Favorite Friday. A good time to remind you guys, go down below and make sure to like somebody else's comment or leave a comment of your own for Fan Favorite Friday. Get yourself, and your idea up here on the big stage, on the YouTubes. Always fun. Fiery Wrath, no damage. Ooh, Capacious Buck. Okay. We got 2 boss left. Okay. How do we want to play this? Do we just take our prizes? Certainly a good idea, I think, because they could potentially play like a collapsed stadium or something. So I think we go quick shooting. I think we go Pumper. Take that KO. And then take our prizes. Okay. Sobble's good because it gets us like a boss. We could scoop up the Inteleon and get a boss for next turn. So I like that. We could do 70 damage. Let's see. 7130. We could potentially win next turn with this Inteleon. Just need a few more heads. I think I'm going to... Oh, we could attach to the Cramorant. Oh, this is interesting. We could win with a Hydro Pump boss. Okay. I think this is the play. So we dive. We just need to get 1 heads here, and I think we guarantee the win. Let's go. Because we can boss up this, and we can do 90, 110. Yeah, we can do just enough, because then we can ping it with the Blastoise or the Inteleon. That's so sick. We've won. We've done it. Oh, this was such a great match. Yeah, they can't do anything, bro. We literally have checkmate with this hand. The only way they could win is maybe if they gusted the Inteleon, but we're just gonna, yeah, we're gonna go here. Pumper. Give me the Crobbit. Give me the Attach. Give me the Scoop Up. Give me the Evolve. Give me the Yes. Give me the Boss. Give me the Crobbit. And then give me the Hydro Pump for the game. GG to Beto. Absolutely insane. This deck is so stupid. All right, here we are in game number 2. Can we get another busted dub? Let's see. The fully reverse Purloin deck. The fully reverse Wormadam deck. I actually feel really good about this one. Let me tell you why. They probably play very few counter stadiums. They probably play very few boss. We could get a quick cram established. We could get some arties down. We'll go Irida. We'll go Scoop Up Net, obviously. Can they get an attack on the next turn? I just don't see it being possible. So I get another Sobble and a Scoop Up Net. Yeah, it seems fine. No. Yeah. We'll get a Sobble and a Scoop Up Net. And because they're not gonna get a knockout here, right? Come on, be real. Okay. So we'll do a dive for 30. And then on the next turn, if they don't evolve the Purloin, we can do it for 40 and knockout. We'll go dive. Doesn't matter if we hit heads here. We do hit heads because we're insane. Little extra bonus. It's like when they come out with the check and they got a couple of Andes mints on the check. You know what I'm saying? They got some bling. Sheesh, dude. Chill, bro. Chill. All right, we got a really nice hand here for next turn. They got the Mighty Ina. I didn't even see what they grabbed. It's probably the Zorua that they just put down. Is there any way? Do they have like shred attacks or something that could get through our crams? That's what I'm mostly worried about. Okay, they're just going to pass. This is good. This is really good. Wow. This whole hand, like, I am just so excited. Let's go Shady Dealings. We're going to get a supporter. We're also going to get a Glimmy. We got 2 Inteleon in the deck. That's so good. So let's do that. We got the Kuno, so that means a knockout here. We also have this. We don't have another Drizzile. The other Drizzile is prized. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we still got a good chance to draw our stadium. Right? We would really like to be protected. Okay. This puts a lot of pressure on the opponent, I think. So that's good for us. Let's go ahead and dive. Takes a knockout. That's cool. And then we'd like to flip again. We just want to save face. Okay, we do protect ourselves with the dive. That's cool. Take our prize. It's a Drizzile. Dang it. For those listening at work and not actually watching the video, I did not, in fact, draw the Drizzile off the prizes. Just want to make that fact abundantly clear. All right, Tom, what you got? They are going to play the Wormadam. And they're going to boss up, not the Drizzile. The Articuno, let's go. Because it's Metal Week, duh. Do they even have enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think so. They're doing 160, I think. I passed math. I know what I'm talking about. Very good. Okay, Choice Belt. Don't make me laugh. Huge. What's the biggest threat? I mean, we probably just headhunt the active, I think. This seems like where we get a Blastoise, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Level Ball we can always just use. Yeah, we'll discard the Level Ball here. Let's get this. Well, we can do 40. We have the Articuno. I think we take the Stoise, but we just shuffle it to the bottom. I think actually the Articuno makes the most sense because it means that we can get like a knockout on this Wormadam on the next turn. I think, right? Because we can go 20 here from the quick shooting, and then we do 40 with the dive, and then yeah, I think that makes the most sense to me. I like that the most. Let's go dive. And we'll flip heads, which is cool. So, nope. On that reflip. And yeah, and then that means we take a knockout here. We might also just like want the Wormadam active. I don't know if they have like a better attacker against, like, do they have anything that spreads? One thing that I could actually see being really difficult to beat is the Slowbro. So we want to make sure that we spread enough damage around that we don't lose to like, oh no, we have to attack 20 times with dive to knock out the Slowbro, and then they just attack 3 times and win. So we have to make sure that we're kind of constantly aware of that Slowbro. So maybe what I do here is I Inteleon something on the bench and then keep this Wormadam alive, especially since they have 2 twins out. Like, I don't think it really makes sense to do anything different there. They got their whole engine up, but I just don't see them playing a lot of... Oh my gosh, they play another boss. That's insane. They're going to go after the Sobble. Smart move. Very heads up maneuver. Okay, but I think this leads right into our strat of the Blastoise. Ooh, Irida? Don't mind if I do. Let's go Stoise. And let's go, do we have 2 waters in the discard pile? We do not. But we could in the future. So let's do that. Let's do this. We could take a, well, it's close to a knockout, not quite. Let's go quick shooting here. Oh, we're only doing 30 also to the active. It's really important to note. Let's go pump shot. No, we're still doing 40. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm going crazy, dude. And then we'll die. Ooh. This is so good. We're making them waste their bosses. Really good. I don't know if they have a counter stadium. Still good. I don't know if they play Roxanne. I'm fairly certain that they do play a Slowbro. We actually just see it hit the discard pile right there. There's another Zoroark. You could make the case that I should be targeting down this Zoroark. That's fair. Also, they play a Lumineon. That makes me think that they maybe have a counter stadium of Collapsed. Actually, they might just play like 1 Collapsed. They can get rid of this Lumineon because they play 2. Yeah, I think they probably play 1 Collapsed. So we'll see if they get it here. It just means we should focus down on the Wormadam and taking these knockouts and such. So there's another Zorua. There's a Trekking Shoes. They are getting down to the end here of their deck. I would be worried for them about decking out at this point. Maybe they have bosses that I'm not like. Maybe they have Palpad. That would be really bad for us. Yeah, Matron's Anger. Not going to do anything there. Okay. Let's go Energy Retrieval. There's nothing that we really want, so I think I'm going to be cool to just pump. And hit that boy. I think. And then we'll quick shoot, hit that boy. The only resource that we could maybe want would be like a boss, right? What would we want to attack with secondarily? Maybe the Inteleon? Maybe 3 energy to an Articuno seems bad. 2 energy to an Inteleon seems cool, but it seems like a really good target. So I'll actually just go another energy on this Cram. And then let's go Quick Ball here just to get rid of stuff. I'll take another I'll take another Articuno out of the deck in case they Marnie us. And then let's go Dive. Flip again. Ooh, we did get 2 tails. Okay, we're in the danger zone here. I'm still not sure quite what the opponent plays. Like, their strategy is a little bit weird to me. They're like digging through their deck for something. I don't know what it could be. Feels like it might be a counter stadium. They have the Radiant Hawlucha that seems worthless. Like, they're just like spinning through their deck for something, but I don't know what it is. They're down to 7 cards at this point. It feels like they're playing on the edge. Saw this video today. My boss sent it to me. Jean-Claude Van Damme with the backwards truck split. He did this weird like split thing with 2 trucks going backwards for this commercial, and it was insane. It was so cool. Anyway, that's what this feels like. It feels like they're teetering on the precipice of like things going horribly wrong. Because he was like doing a split between the 2 trucks, and then basically there were the he was like on one of his feet was on one of the mirrors of one of the trucks, and then his other foot was on the mirror of one of the other trucks. So it just felt bad. That is very close to dying. Pump me. We could be doing 50 damage with our dive if we put another Articuno down. It's ridiculous. All right, let's go Marnie. I know that this gives them a bunch of cards back. I get it. Oh, frick. I was just like hoping we wouldn't run into this situation where we didn't have another Cramorant down. So what I have to do is I have to attach, because if we flip 2 tails on this Cramorant, then we need a way to get a backup going. So let's go ahead and quick shoot. We'll just have to clean you up next turn. I don't know what to say. And then we'll go dive here. Flip the heads. Flip the heads. We prepared for this. We prepared for this. We were ready. They did have Palpad. Dang it. I think we can't win now. Oh, no. They had Palpad the whole time. That's what they were digging for. Okay, so we were right then. And they did have the Collapse Stadium. I was so right. And they discarded their dude. Oh my gosh. But now that means that they have a Luminion. Okay, so I still like... they have 2 boss left, so I think they just win. But I think there's a chance. I do feel like there's a chance. I don't know. They have the Roseanne, so there's maybe not a chance. Now that I think about it. But dang it, dude. We're very close. All right. So the Glimmy, draw 5 and not guarantee it. Draw exactly what we want. Okay, Irida. This and this. Do we have 2 waters left? We do. Okay. Take them out of the deck. Cram. Let's go retreat. This Cram just like basically has to last us the rest of the game. We're doing 40, huh? Okay. Well, they're going to get boss. I think they're going to knock out this Inteleon. That sucks. We'll dive. Would have been nice to have one of those earlier. Would have been really nice to have one of those earlier. So they just need to draw into their bosses. Maybe their bosses are in the last 3 cards, so they're like deciding on whether or not they can afford to trade. And the answer is you can. You can. Or they only got 1 boss back. Okay, they did. So they did boss. They're gonna boss up the Inteleon. Makes the most sense. I agree. I agree. So now what we do is we bring up Cram. We boss you. We knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Yep. Boom. Boom, baby. I don't think that I don't know that we can actually win the game here unless we deck them out, which doesn't seem possible with the Roseannes that they got back off of their pal pad. They got 1 Roseanne's backup. So they can get enough energy, I think, unless they're down to like 0 energy. But I guess we have 2 boss. So we needed 1 extra knockout. That Wormadam that they discarded was just too big, I think, for us to recover from. Yeah, there's the Luminion. They're going to retreat into probably just a Zoroark, to be honest. So let's see it. They're just not going to retreat. What do we do? I'm going to quick ball. I'm going to attach. I mean, we literally have the boss. Like it's a non-negotiable. It's just who do we boss? All right. 3 Burmy are down. 2 Wormadam, 1 Wormadam. Like, which is the better target here? 3 Zoroark are down. I maybe should have gone for the live. I don't know. Do I go for the live part there? I don't know. They have the Zoroark. They can shift. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if I don't think I misplayed. I don't think I did. But I don't know. I don't think that was optimal. I think I give myself the lie part there. And they're going to just go out cool with the Electro. Wait, 40 damage? I'm sorry? Did they click the wrong attack? Hold on. We don't have any more boss left. How do we win? How do we win? I'm like, what? Wait, what? Okay. We'll go there, I guess. We'll go dive. Come on. Heads? No. I don't know how this one plays out now. That's their last card. Okay, they Roseanne's backup. We knew that they had that. We don't have any boss left. But have they played all their boss? Maybe they're just messing with me. That would be funny. Haha. Okay, Sonic Boom. So here's where things get interesting, I think. Because we take a knockout on their active. We go down to 2 prizes. We dive. I don't know. I don't. They just misclicked, I think. They could have just won the game. And yet here we are. Are they contemplating all life right now? Did they think they had the filthy dub with the Electrode? And now they're left scrambling? So the Burmy comes active. I mean, that's another knockout here. So we can go quick shoot their last attacker, I guess. Dive. Tails. Flip again. Heads. We're immune. Okay. 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 We'll go quick shoot. The active. We'll see what they put up. I think they bring up the Luminion. Oh, maybe we should have attached energy. Oh, we should have attached energy. We had the win if we attach, I think, multiple times. Oh no, so we misplayed. No. No. They could draw through their deck. They have an energy left. Okay, so it has to be dive plays. It has to be real dive hours. So we dive. We just got to hit heads. Okay. So now there's a chance. Now there's a chance they don't have boss and an energy. So they're going to transform. If we had just attached twice to the Cramorant, that's how we messed up. Oh, they have this slow, bro. Anyway, if you watched this far, thank you so much. Fan Favorite Friday. We shouldn't have won that game anyway, but we had a chance because our opponent misplayed, and then we gave the win right back to him. Anyway, this was such a fun one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get in on the action for Fan Favorite Friday, go down below in the comment section. Leave your comment for a deck idea or a deck list. You know the drill. Like somebody else's comment if you don't have an idea. Thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a downvote if you hated the video and you were not entertained whatsoever, and that misplay made you want to throw up, because it makes me want to throw up. That's for darn sure. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. God bless. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you later. And remember, good luck. And also have fun.